Welcome students to the financial management class. Today we'll be discussing about financial management. That how the finance is managed in the companies, in the enterprises, in the institutions. As we all know that finance is an important part in our daily lives. So we must know how to manage this finance while we are working in a company, while we are spending the finance for some own purpose. We'll be studying its scope, where the financial management is used. So we'll be starting it with its meaning. So what is financial management? The planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the financial activities of an enterprise is financial management. So what do we know from financial management is it leads to the management of finance in our daily lives. It tells us about the various methods, the various techniques, how to manage the financial resources, right? While we are working in a company. And it is concerned with the procurement, allocation, and control of the financial resources. It refers to the efficient and effective management of money, that is funds, in such a manner as to achieve the goals of the organization. According to Gutman and Doggle, financial management is the activity which is concerned with the planning, how to make finance, how to use the finance, raising, how to raise the finance, what are the sources of raising the finance, controlling and administering of funds used in the business. So basically financial management tells us about the use of finance in our daily lives or while working in a company. Financial management is the operational activity of a business that is responsible for obtaining and effectively utilizing the funds necessary for efficient operations. So basically, how to use the finance for the operational activities, right? How to utilize the funds which are already procured, right? Planning, directing, monitoring, organizing, and controlling of the monetary resources of an organization is financial management. Now, what is the scope and what are the elements of financial management? First of all, investment decisions. When we have finance, we would not keep it aside only. We would definitely invest the finance somewhere. Why we would invest the finance? In order to get good returns. And where would we invest the finance? We would invest the finance in the funds, in the bonds, which will give us a good return, so that our profits are maximized, and from the profits we can again invest into the funds, and this chain carries on. I hope it's clear to you all. So while taking investment decisions, the FM, that is financial management, is very much useful. Then financial decisions, that is basically how to raise the funds, what would be the type of source of raising the fund, and period, cost, and returns of financing. And the next one is dividend decision. It means from the profits, from the returns we have afterwards the investment, how to manage the dividend, how to distribute the dividend among the different shareholders in the company, right? So you can see that financial management has its three scopes. The first one is investment decision. investment decision includes the capital budgeting, that is to make a budget of the finance and to use it in the whole financial year. Then working capital management, that what amount or what finance is used in the day-to-day operations of the business, right? Then we have the financing decisions. The financing decisions includes the cost of capital, right? What is the cost of the capital? Then it has capital structure decisions, that is the finance related decisions. Where to invest the finance, in which bonds it should be invested, how much return we would get it from it, and what would be the interest, rate of interest in which we would invest that finance so that we can have a good rate of return. Then the leverages, then financial management's third scope is dividend decisions. That is, it discussed about the dividend policies and the retained earnings. What are the retained earnings now? These are the earnings from the return we got at the end of the investment, right? This is a portion which is kept aside. The next one is objectives of financial management. So we'll be starting with the objectives of financial management. The first one is profit maximization. Why we use FM is basically to maximize the profits of the business. Return maximization, when we know the proper policies of using the finance, it leads to return maximization, right? So how the return maximizes? Because with financial management, we know that what is the rate of interest where we are investing the funds. And if it is a good rate of interest, we get good returns back, right? The next one is wealth maximization. Now, what does it include? Maximization of profits is regarded as the proper objective of the firm, but it is not as inclusive a goal as that of maximizing its value of its shareholders, right? The next objective is to ensure regular and adequate supply of funds. It means if we know that how to manage the finance, if we know that there are budgets we have already made in the starting of the financial year, so we know properly how to supply the funds, right? How to use the funds. The next one, to ensure adequate returns to the shareholders. Once we'll invest, we'll get the return, and from the return, that is the profit, we will distribute that to the shareholders as a dividend. Then to ensure optimum fund utilization. When we would know the proper budget, we are already known about the proper policies of finance, we would optimum utilize the resources. We would optimum utilize the finance. The next one, to ensure safety on investment. That is, funds should be invested in safe ventures that I've already told you students. What are safe ventures? It means we should only invest the funds, the finance, in the bonds which have good rate of return, otherwise not, so that we can have good return and profits too. The next one is to plan a sound capital structure. That is, sound and fair composition of capital balance is maintained between the debt and the equity capital, right? So this is all about today's topic. I hope everything is clear to you all. Okay, students, with this I'm ending today's class and we'll come with the next topic soon. Till then, take care, stay safe, stay healthy.